Welcome to Conversations, a podcast where we unpack real life issues and hear real stories from real people. In my previous episode, we viewed parental difficulties from the perspective of a mother and a girl child. Today, we're going to view it from a perspective of a father who has tried their best to be in the children's lives, and they're going to share their experience with us. Hi, please tell us about yourself. Please tell us who you are and tell us about who you are outside of being a father.
Okay, yeah. Na lina laka ke mogotsi bogopane. Ke mosimane, ke rata pizza mosimane because I rata o tsofala, I don't really like, being old.
Ish.
So ke mosimane mo Phukeng, born and bred.
Born and bred.
Right here.
That's one.
Right here mo Phukeng. Yeah. Ke holetse ko Masosobane, ka tla mo Ntsweng, so now I live here mo Ntsweng section. Yeah, so I started my school ko Sarone Primary School. Ka go Matale.
And then I'm so OG.
I got lona le sebulotse ka dikolo tse di bitswang di model seats.
Better education. So what do you do, PW?
Yeah. So basically I'm an entrepreneur. I would classify myself as an entrepreneur. Ke simolotse in the job market, When I was done ka skolo saka, ke ne ka attend some business schools, ke ile through few business schools. I got the job market. But then I realized job market is not for me. It can't work.
You and me both.
Yeah. So I've been out of job market for almost 18 years now. Yeah. So I'm into business. I do what I love. I do production and music and film.
That's nice.
I also do a little bit of mining, engineering and mining as well. So I'm there.
Okay.
So I believe you are allowed to do whatever you want. Hey, you need to specialize.
You need to lower down, limit yourself.
No, you don't need to limit yourself. And I learned from big companies like Bitvest, and Bitvest even the security, even catering, even manufacturing, even mining,
facilities management,
even cleaning and all that. So why can't we do the same? We can do that.
So I want to get your opinion on something because you're in a lot of spaces and you know a lot of people. So I want to get an opinion on the term. I know you're married, so I want to get your opinion on the term baby daddy. What do you feel and what's your take on society labeling dads who are separated from their own families being labeled as baby daddy?
I came across term baby daddy some few years back. Waiting na ke bontate ba le ba bogologolo ba le, and I wondered baby daddy ke eng? Like baby daddy ke eng? People, can you please tell me? Then I discovered okay, fine. So it's a father o sa khonang go nna le mma go ngwana. Yeah, so re mo labela baby daddy. I don't know if you want my opinion about that.
Yes, I need your opinion about that. That's exactly my question.
Sometimes life happens. We'll never get to know the reasons why people, decided not to continue the relationship, the people they were dating. Mara ke lemogile gape re na le problem e serious ya responsibility. Responsibility from both the side, the ladies and the gents as well. Look, let's blame all of them. Bo men nowadays go wa lebella, ga ba tlhope gore ba tsama ba robala le bo mang,
and they're not very careful because guys, why do you blame the same gender when it takes two people?
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yes. So go na le mistake is gore a lady kana mosadi motho wa mme o kgona go kgatla fela ke monna. Sorry. O kgona go kgatla fela ke monna a bina go tla a butlo le kgona go bina monate.
Fair.
Ke batla go tsamaya le ene. Or a kgatlwe fela ke DJ, DJ playing music.
Something very small.
About it, no, man. I love just how this brother plays the music. I like him. Or I love the way he dressed up. I love this guy because he ride a bike,
Ish.
And then, there and then, haituru motho ke mang, golala go tladile, moshito tswetse pele, and then the baby comes. The next day he discovers, no, but it was just an excitement.
And now it's been made a norm, which is wrong.
Now it's been made a norm. Sex has been Sexy is casual in a sense ya gore you can just go out there and say, no, I just want to have fun. You know, re tla ka dilo tse di serious. I just want to have fun. You know? So mathata a leng teng ke one ao, then we end up having a lot of baby daddies and a lot of kids.
And then now in South Africa, there's like probably 64% of people who are being labeled as baby daddies.
Yes, it is a very sad story. And a whole level statistics, sika go community ya batho ba sweu, ya the whites. You'll see gore ko bone at least they are still having those morals. The percentage is very, very low. Come on our side, the percentage is extremely high.
Anyways, let's get into the deep stuff. And let's get into you now instead of generalizing.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about you being a father?
Wait, I've been a father for, I think first Bonaka should be about 21 years. And it was all fun. It was all fun, you know, bringing this kid up. And until Batselamo the teen years.
Yeah.
I would say the most difficult time is when your kids are teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because actually, you know, in Nahore,
they have their own minds now.
They got their own minds. They want to start doing their own things. They want to explore. And as a father, you start getting worried. I'm never going the right direction. Now, what is it that I can do? And when you do that, you become their enemy. Because all of a sudden they are used to this dad who's very lovely,
who says yes to everything.
Yes, who buys them everything they need.
Now
all of a sudden I can't go out. You know, I'm not allowed to go out at night. You know, there are rules. I must go to school. I must study instead of partying. And so for me, that has been the most difficult part. Yeah, the parenting, teenage years. You know, but all the other years are nice. But then let them pass teenage years. You know, Buffett's varsity and start working. Then that's when now you
they
start.
Will understand.
They understand.
You know,
relationship is similar. Improve a hub.
Yeah. So we know that most parents don't show their emotions to their children. So how do you deal with that emotionally when you get into that set space of the fact that you're not fully in your child's life now? Your child wants to go out there and spread their wings and do whatever they want. So how do you deal with that emotionally?
Actually, you know what? I'll be honest, Len. I think it's important to show emotions to your children. And the way you bring them up, you know, will affect, you know, relationship when they get to those years, when they want to start going out and all that. But if you are friends with them, if you are open about one side emotions, you know, playing with them, and you know, they knowing, you know, when dad is angry and all that, it becomes a bit easier because you are more like their friends, you know.
And they can come to you and talk to you about anything.
You can sit down and then someone can sit down with you and say, hey man, dad, we think I don't have a problem with the party, man. Yeah, and then often they'll do that. And how no choice, you've got to agree to that. And you can only advise and say, if 9 o'clock is sharp, we saw in phone at least sharp or
at least send a text or something.
Yes, we send like an hour or 2 hours or what.
Okay.
So I think that's how we do it.
That's a great example. But now that in the beginning we spoke about, you know, people, society blaming only fathers on what happens in their relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think society assumes that fathers do minimal, or whether married or not, do minimal or to nothing for their children? Like they feel like only mothers do so much, and they don't see the impact that fathers do in their child's lives. So what's your opinion on that?
I think fathers are different. You get good fathers and you get very bad fathers.
Ish.
That's why we sokola ka this issue ya gender-based violence. Gender-based violence ke se ka metse ka mo letlakoreng la abuse ya bana le ya basadi. Ga re gane gore ya bana ya diragala le yone. Ke fela rona banna ga re outspoken, ga re ipuelele. Ga re ipuelele, me gape re tshaba gore ga re ka simola re ipuelela. Bale ba di rotten potatoes. They're gonna start coming and messing up the whole thing. Bana gana gore re buelela bone, kanti no we not. So you get very good fathers, you know, that are very good to their children. Bana ba bone, and bana ba teng, you know, they came, you know, in a rightful way. They were planned for, you know. a man married this woman. This guy loved this woman. I love this woman. I want to have babies with her. And once the baby's battle, then he takes care of them. He sacrifices his life for them.
He's a present father.
Yes.
That's what those in the babies and no yan.
Yes. And then you get another father who's never there. No, when I get paid, I want to buy beautiful things. I want to buy a beautiful car. I want to buy
I want to
designer
have a flashy
clothes.
life.
Yes, I want to buy the most expensive cognac or whiskey, and not think about the kids. So there are those. So we've got good fathers and bad fathers, and we still ralwana to say, can we try and improve the relationship with the fathers with their wives and children, and get them to be more responsible.
Okay. So let's get into how now we can't get your children on the podcast now.
Yeah.
But let's get into how now you're building a legacy for them. You're into mining, you're into production and all of that. Do you think one of your kids or all of them would want to follow in your footsteps, or like it would be a few of them who would want to go in that direction?
Yo, of course, every father will have a follow in his footsteps, When you're a pilot, you always want to encourage them. Say, you must follow on daddy's footsteps. You must be, you must be a pilot. You must be this. And that's the same thing I'm doing, because I got 2 boys, and I'm really trying to encourage them to rather follow the stream that I followed. There's a lot of things they don't love that I love. I love production so much, and they've made it clear how they don't love production.
The one said, "Harate camera shy." At the podcasting,
I was shy.
Yes. No, I don't want to go on camera. I don't want to say wrong.
So every time I talked about that, then one would say, "No, Daddy, nakabata khona DJ." But come on, guys. Every boy child wants to be a DJ. Why do you want to be a DJ?
It's a very popular thing. Everybody wants to be a DJ.
You want to be a DJ? Why? You can't even make money out of being a DJ. I think get passion in a fail like that. So I want my kids to follow on my footsteps, because I can guarantee their future, because they can actually build on what I've already built for them.
They have something to back up on.
Yes, they can come and build, Kebele Foundation. They can put up the walls, and then their children can come and put up a roof. That's how you build family legacy.
Yeah, please, guys, please. So we're getting into the end of this interview. So I want for you to give us tips and how you can improve on your relationship with your child. Is it consistency? Is it communication? Is it being there? Because sometimes teenagers, we don't feel like being present is enough. Teenagers are stressful. So what is it? What's the tip for that?
Okay, now for me, being a present dad is very important. You're not just present to criticize the kids or to make their lives very difficult. Newspaper, hey,
Wako.
all they do would just be to look at what you do and criticize it. But you wanna be a present dad who's there to make their lives very easy. You wanna play with them. I think playing with your kids is important. A lot of people will say, no, but I think play with them, be their friends. Be their friends. Let them see you provide for the family. Let them see you provide for them.
Make a good example.
Before ki tekela tekinyana ya 1,000 de ka rona ba khalaje re fela go taking 1,000. It's not over 15,000 we cannot do. Babone uzama for them and say, guys, I got 1,000, but let me check if my kids got clothes and all that before I can buy this for myself.
It's parent instinctive value. You go look after your children before yourself.
And kids can see these things. They can see these things. They can see, man, this guy is really making an effort for us. And all that. So it becomes very easy for you now to start guiding them and giving them the rules and all that, because you're there. They will listen.
They will listen.
They will listen. Yes.
So what advice would you give to a man right now who is struggling to be in their child's life?
Hi, na kitsi mare bontate ba nane ke re borra a rateng basadi ba rona
tle.
a rateng basadi ba rona
Oh.
a rateng bana ba rona. If you're not part of your child's life, it simply means there's something that you did wrong at some point. You can actually go back and find it and deal with it and fix it. Maybe there was a time in your life when you know, most of the guys they sort of run away or they withdraw or they feel they would rather buy khagala or your panda and they are never there. But you know, we have second chances to come and fix up things with our kids and do the way and fixing them is not easy. Obviously, you gotta give yourself, you know, you gotta do what you never did before. If she's in varsity, you can start taking over the fees. You can start by making sure they got clothes, they got food. You know. Yes. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming and sharing your perspective. Hi, bye guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please don't forget that be gentle to men, give men grace, and men, please try to be in your children's life. It's gonna impact their future. Don't forget, the conversation doesn't just end here, it starts here. Bye guys.